Hello everyone, this is the Mediocre Beast and welcome to another one of my action figure reviews. Today we are going to review Woody from the Toy Story movie franchise. This one right here, it's from Mattel's Pixar Spotlight series. So this figure is the first figure from this line and I'm so happy that I have this Woody. I'm a really big fan of Woody, so I'm really happy that I got this. Actually, I didn't get this. My wife got this for me. We are both fans, and we watched all four of the Toy Story movies together. And she knows how big of a fan I am, so she got this as a surprise birthday gift for me, and I'm really happy that she did. I really like this figure. So this box right here, it looks really premium. It looks really good, and you can tell that these are targeted towards adult collectors, so that you could display them in your display shelf. I'm really happy with how they designed the box. You can see a really nice illustration of Woody here, looking really, really cool. Here on the back, you see a full-length picture of Woody and some of the features that this figure has. You also have a little write-up here about Woody if you wanted to pause and read that up. And here you also have the signature of the lead character designer, Ralph Egglestone. Here on the side, there's some more write-up. If you wanted to pause and read that up to you. And here on the top, you see a cutout of the Pixar logo looking really, really nice. And here on the bottom, there's some text that we don't need. So yeah, this box looks really premium. This looks really good. And I'm the kind of person who likes to have their figures unboxed and pose with them and play with them and display them without the box. But this one, I am considering keeping inside the box because you see the figure here, it has clothes, actual clothes. And if I display it outside, it's going to catch dirt and it's going to start looking dirty in a few years. So I'm worried about that. And also, the box looks really, really good. So I think I might seriously consider keeping this inside the box as one of my first figures inside the box. But yeah, I have to do this review, so I'm gonna open this up, show you what's inside, then I'm probably gonna put this back inside. Oh, one more thing before I unbox this. You can see that the belt buckles here, it has kind of like a shiny plastic, but the sheriff badge is regular plastic with no shiny effect going on there. But here on the back, it shows that the badge has shiny plastic, but the belt buckles don't. So there's a little discrepancy in the actual figure than what was in the image, but not a big issue. I like this figure nonetheless. So yeah, let's open this up and see how this looks from the inside. So here is Woody outside of the packaging and it looks really, really nice. The figure comes with a display stand that I am showing here, and it also comes with an extra head, 2 extra hands, and 1 hat for Woody, the cowboy hat that he wears all the time. And it also comes with a backdrop that you can use. And I'm going to show all these accessories later on. But first, let's look into Woody itself. So the paint came out looking really nice. I'm really happy with what they've done with this. If you see here, there are no paint issues or anything. The eye paint came out looking really nice. The eyebrows, even the mouth, everything looks really, really good. It even has this small little bit of pink hue here on the cheeks. I'm not sure if it's legible here through the camera, but it does have a little bit of pink paint going on near the cheeks, and it's looking really, really good. On the back, it's just plain chocolate color for the hair. You see a pattern of the hair here on the top. So overall, the paint looks nice. The body itself, there's no paint because Woody is wearing clothes. This is a shirt that he's wearing, and the jeans here he's wearing, and both of it are clothes. And it's connected together. There's seams here that you can see. So both the shirt and the jeans are tied together. And Woody also is wearing this cloth, what do you call it, vest. And he has his sheriff badge here. And I hate that they didn't put the metallic paint here, even though the promo pictures from the box shows the metallic paint. It would have looked so cool, because you see the minor details here. Even it has the sheriff letter etched within the badge. It would have looked so cool if it had a metallic finish. They have the metallic finish for the belt buckles here, but I would have really appreciated if they had the metallic finish to replicate a metal kind of badge for the sheriff badge. They didn't do that, and I hate it. So the jeans here and the shirt here, they may seem like they have seams here, but they don't. These are painted on. These seams here, all these seams here, these are painted on. So they might, from afar, they might look like actual seams within the clothes, but they are not. You even get a back pocket that's also painted on, and also some seams here. So yeah, overall it looks good. Oh, even the belt here, the shiny paint looks good on the buckles, but the belt is trying to replicate leather belts, so it has this texture going on near the belts, so that they look like leather, and it looks good. Woody even has this gun holster here, even though Woody doesn't have a gun with him. He has this gun holster, and it's also replicating leather here with all that texture, and it also has metallic finish over here on the holster, and you can move the holster this much. So this is nice. Woody even has a cloth scarf near his throat, so this also looks good. And the boots, these are regular plastic with no leather texture or anything. It's just regular plastic with a print of a cactus over here, and some more texture over here near the end of the boot. And the boot also comes with this. I don't know what this is called, but I've seen this on the Western movies, on Western boots. So Woody has these things, these shiny metallic things on both of his boots. So overall, the paint or the overall details on this figure, I think is really good. They could have done more. I mean, something like the buttons here, these are plastic, and you can see the light reflecting here. These are like white and bright plastic that reflects. They could have put down buttons like that over here on the sleeves, because from the looks of it, the sleeves should also have the buttons. So they didn't put this kind of button here on the sleeves, and I don't like that. So I have two major complaints: the buttons here, and not having the metal paint here on the sheriff badge. So these are my major complaints, but other than these two issues, this figure looks really good so far. Now let's look at the articulation of this figure. So the head here, this moves 360 degrees. So that's good, but the issue is that you cannot look down or you cannot look up. So the head movement is very limited. You can just look side to side, and that's the big problem. You cannot look up or cannot look down. I hate that. For the hands, you could theoretically move the hands 360 degrees, but the problem is that it's restricted by the cloth. The cloth won't allow you to do a full 360 degree motion, but you could do that if you wanted, theoretically. So the hand moves this far, it spreads this far, so this is good. And also this hand also moves this much, and you cannot move any further because of the cloth, and I'm afraid that I might tear the cloth here, so I'm not going to even try. And you also have articulation near the elbow. You can move it this far. It's more like 90 degrees angle here near the elbows. But you can have different kinds of poses utilizing both the arm and the elbow movement. And also you have articulation near here, near the hands. You can move it up and move it down, and you can also rotate the hands. So both the hands have the similar kind of articulation. You can rotate them and move them up and down this much. So this is good. The hand articulation is good compared to what we have got on the head articulation. Another problem this figure has is that there's no articulation near the waist. The torso and the waist area, it seems like a solid piece, and there's no way you could rotate or move or anything. So that sucks. You get articulation near the legs here. You can move the legs this far, and if you move it towards the back, then it goes this far, not too much. Same for the other leg, you can move it this far, and if you try moving it to the back, you can get it this far. So the leg articulation is not a lot. Then again, you also have the issue of the cloth here, so you cannot really have too much motion near the legs. Like if I'm trying to spread the legs, you cannot do that because of how the cloth is restricting the movement. So this is the most articulation that you get from the leg over here. For the knee joints, it also has like a 90-degree angle here. So this is the most you can do with the knees, for both the knees. And here on the boots, you can rotate the boot 360 degrees. That's good. Then you have a ankle joint, a ball joint, and a hinge here. So you can move the leg. You have very good motion here near the legs. You can move the legs up and sorry, visibility is not good. Sorry for that. So yeah, you can move the leg up and down. You even have toe articulation, so that is good to have. And you can also rotate the legs full 360 degrees. So the leg articulation is good. The hand articulations are good as well, but you don't get anything for the torso, as well as the head articulation is very, very limited. So in terms of articulation, there's not too much to talk about, but in terms of details, in terms of paint and everything, it looks really, really good. Now let's talk about the display stand. It has a Pixar logo right here, and it has 4 pegs that you can utilize to have Woody in different kinds of poses. So this is good to have, but I don't like this stand at all because of how this arm was very difficult to get inside this base here. But once I was able to put it inside with a lot, I had to put in a lot of effort to get this inside. But once it was inside, I am not being able to get it out, no matter how much I try. It's kind of stuck here. So I don't like that. I would have liked if they put down more flexible kind of arm here for the display stand that you could put in or put out easily. But this one here, once it's inside, it's fixed. You cannot do anything with it. And it also has this clamp here that you use to hold Woody in place. You can move it up and down. You could pull it out altogether. So this is the display stand. It looks good, but it's not as good as I expect it to be. Woody also comes with an extra head, and this head here, it looks surprised or terrified, whatever you want to call it. The paint came out looking really nice here as well. So you have 2 different head sculpts for Woody, one with the happy face and one with this terrified face. This is good. And we also get 2 extra hands, this one with a thumbs up and this one with a fist that Woody can use to punch somebody. So these hands look really nice as well. And I really like the other accessory, the hat here. The hat is soft rubber, and I like the decision of using a soft rubber, because if it was hard plastic, it would have been difficult to get on top of Woody's head. But because of how soft it is very easily put down on Woody's head, and you can just keep it there, and it looks really, really nice. So I really like the hat on Woody. Oh, and this over here, this is supposed to be the card that you can put on the back for display purposes, and you can use it 2 ways. The front shows this, and there's some graphic on the back, and I don't recall where I've seen this graphic. Is this from the first movie? I don't know, but you can have it like this. Oops. You can have it like this and have Woody stand in front of it. So there are 2 ways you can use that back card that you have. Woody also comes with a collectible card here. It has a painting of Woody here looking funny, and on the back it says Pixar Spotlight Series. And I don't really mind if they didn't include this kind of card here, because I think McFarlane started doing this kind of thing, adding a collectible card on their figures. And um, I don't really need them. I don't really collect those cards. So this card right here is good to have, but I mean, it's nothing important for me. Instead, if they threw in some other accessories, I would have preferred it more. So yeah, we do have this card that we don't need. At least I don't. Let me know what you think about um, these action figure makers throwing in these collectible cards. I don't need them, but do you? Let me know in the comment section. So here is Woody sporting his extra pair of hands and his extra head sculpt, and it's looking really, really funny. He has this terrified look, but he's still showing a thumbs up. Everything is all right. I'm not freaking out. So yeah, and here's the fist hand here, and it was surprisingly easy to remove the head and the hands and put these on. So that's a good thing. I really hate it when sometimes it's very difficult to replace the heads and the extra pair of hands, but this one doesn't have that issue, so I really like it about this figure. Look what I made here. uh, the hat, but it has a Woody head and the hands inside. Let's do some measurements now. So with the hat on, Woody stands exactly 9.5 inches tall. And if you measure the width with relaxed hands, Woody is about 4.25 inches wide. But if you spread the hands apart as much as you can, then Woody is exactly 9 inches wide. Now let's look into some comparison. I have Woody standing here next to my Marvel Select Thor from the Thor Dark World movie. This is a 7-inch scale figure. And I also have McFarlane DC Multiverse Batman from the Dark Knight Returns lineup. These are both 7-inch figures. Woody stands 9.5 inches, so it is head and shoulders above these two figures. And I think it looks really good alongside these figures. I don't have any 6-inch figures or any other Pixar Spotlight series figures to compare Woody to, but so far I think Woody looks really, really nice. Okay, so we are almost at the end of the video, and I have shown you almost everything there was to show for this Woody figure. This is from the Mattel Pixar Spotlight series, and this is the first figure from that lineup, and I think I really, really like this figure. Now, you see, my opinion could be biased because this is a birthday gift from my wife, a surprise birthday gift, I must say. And I'm a really big fan of Toy Story franchise and Woody in general. So my opinion could be biased, so please forgive me for that. But so far, I have found mostly positive in this figure. The paint was amazing. It even has these rosy cheeks on both the head sculpt, and the attention to detail was really great. You can see even it has this ring here for the winding mechanism that Woody has, that you could use to make Woody talk, even though this one doesn't, but it has that detail there as well. And the paint on everything, the clothes, the boots, the texture on the belts, everything is perfect. The only complaint is that it doesn't have a button here, like an actual button for the sleeve, and the sheriff badge doesn't have a metallic paint. So these are my complaints, and also it doesn't have any articulation near the torso, and the head articulation is very minimal. Apart from these issues, this is a really good and well-made figure. It also came with this card here, like I showed and complained about. I don't need this. I would have preferred if they threw in another accessory with it. But whatever we have, it's good enough. The display stand. I hate the display stand. It's very inconvenient to use. So these are my complaints, but other than these issues, I mostly have positive things to say about this figure. I really enjoyed playing with it, posing it, and taking pictures of it. So I highly recommend this figure. You can get this for about 45 Canadian dollars at Amazon. That's where my wife got it from for me. So I highly recommend it. You should also get it while the stock is there. Now, if I had to give a rating to this figure, I'm going to give this a 4.5 stars out of 5 because I loved it. Now, like I said, my opinion could be biased. If you disagree, do let me know in the comments section whether this is a good figure or whether it's not. I would like to hear your opinion. So do let me know in the comments. And also, if possible, please do leave a thumbs up in my video and subscribe to my channel. I'm a new YouTuber, so your support really means a lot to me. So that's all from me today. I'm gonna upload more videos soon, so please stay tuned. Until then, take care, goodbye, I'll see you next time.